Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Game Boomers. Not Game Boomers, goddammit. I'm still asleep. No, no. Welcome to the weekly sip. Oh my god. Hi. What's up, everyone? How's it going? Late and gay? Of course. What did you think this was going to be? You think this was going to be a real show here? SFI is one of the best YouTube channels, but one of the worst Discord communities. The Discord members are more cancerous than actual cancer. Yes, my Discord fucking sucks. Well, that's why I made the relaxation channel and the fucking shitpost channel so that at least all the autism can be contained in one shitty location. Or maybe, do I need to purge the Discord, guys? Is that where we are? Do I need to purge? Let me adjust the mic a little bit. Have I alienated Dave? No. Why? What do you mean? So what's going on, everyone? How's the chat today? No, it's probably not worse than Danks. Cabal does, the thing. What? Be impotent? Compared to the fat? Okay, I'll do that. Sam Hyde swatted Tim. I'm pretty sure it was that Jack Murphy dude. There's no way it was fucking Sam Hyde. Everyone post your coffees, guys. What are you all drinking today? Yeah, the main reason I didn't do a Game Boomers last night is because I ran late on the Archcast. We were supposed to go 5 to 7. We went 5 to 9. That fucking time thief. Maybe I'll do a bonus stream tonight then on Game Boomers just instead. By the way, guys, follow Game Boomers or else you will be destroyed violently. Here. You're drinking Pilk? Fuck off. I'll drop it as a pin. Here. Follow those channels. And I pinned it. There we go. 5 to 8. You were eating the last hour. I like how I got them with that troll. So yeah, dinner time. You just eat during the time, right? Eat more protein. Yeah, probably. I had avocado toast this morning. 100% whole wheat bread. Good stuff. With avocado and lemon juice. Do an in-depth video on the World Economic Forum. Things are much more dire than you think. Thanks for the $5, Blood in the Blade, but to be honest, just hold on a second. Yeah, the World Economic Forum is an international, non-governmental and lobbying organization. Like, people talk about the WEF like it fucking controls everything, but they're lobbyists. Governments can and do often not listen to them. They are ridiculous. Their ideas are ridiculous. Their agenda is completely destructive, but it's not like they're secretly puppeteering everyone. At least I'm pretty sure they're not. Do a video how Prague left is becoming a Middle Eastern dictatorship. Yeah, pretty much, huh? I mean, that seems to be rather normal, isn't it? Give me a moment, guys. Yeah, it's a club for elites, but like the funny thing about this whole Cabal Prevails shit is that it's just like Oozaloo Cope. The thing is, avocados are very healthy for you. So I just need a way to easily eat them. Sometimes I have avocado toast. Sometimes I'll put them in like a rice bowl or a stir fry or something. You know what's going on. Hold on. I fucking need this coffee this morning. Jesus. And you know what? I'm going to hide all the Kabbalists because they're kind of wastes of space. Zectech, you can do that as well if you like. So then I don't have to do it. I like how there used to be like a billion Kabbalists and now there's like 5. It's like, good job, guys. Good job. I'm not diabetic, so I'm fine. Jesus. I'm like sitting here reading chat with like glazed over eyes. Fuck. I stayed up late last night, guys. It was me, Dave, and Naomi, and we were watching some Redditor media stuff and just sitting around and having a good time post Arch stream. It was a good time. I can feel my toes. I'm not a fucking fatso. I'm not that fat. All right? Like I am slightly fat, but I'm not that fat. I am getting better. So, what's going on, guys? Peace out to this low T stream. No, this is actually half hour late. It's just that yesterday was a late night. I recorded a video on gatekeeping. The labor theory of value video is still coming. I have the script sitting on my desktop. I just want to refine it a bit. But I recorded a video on gatekeeping because I've kind of found that pretty easy to talk about. So I recorded that yesterday. I'm going to edit it today and put it out tomorrow. What is my power level? Over 9,000. I'm surprised that meme actually managed to stick around. Yeah, at this point, Omicron is the pandemic of everyone again. It's destroyed the vaccines. You know what I will say though? Klaus Schwab, Great Reset. Dev, we are 9 trillion in debt. Who are we in debt to though? Senenko? That kind of matters. No, I understand your guys' worries about the WEF, and I even said that yeah, they're a bit fucked. Like I agree. I don't like them, but to think that they shadow control all the fucking governments of the world is just some crazy tinfoil ass bullshit. Hey, Dragonfat. 2 years to stop the spread. Okay, so guess what? I think did I mention this last? I don't know. I don't know, but I mentioned this on the Game Boomer stream actually recently. So you may, if you've heard this story, sorry. Guess you should tune in. But Dave for New Year's Eve went off to a party with his girlfriend and some friends. I obviously didn't go because I'm a fucking neat. But he went out to go see everybody. Naomi and I stayed home. Um, and it turned out the party was a super spreader event. Oh, thanks, E. Thank you very much. The party was hosted by a guy who later, or a girl, sorry, who later tested positive for Omicron. Trickovic, why'd you ghost me like a bitch? What are you fucking... Jesus, dude. Maybe because you're like that. I don't even remember who you are. So, super spreader event. Everyone there caught the Omicron variant. And then Dave brought it back to the house. And so Naomi and I got infected. So Dave is now fine. He's completely fine. His girlfriend is now fine. Naomi's is like, it seems like it's about halfway done. She's had a few bad days. Today, like, a lot of her head symptoms have gone away, but her chest symptoms are starting now. So that's not going to be a good time. But she will probably be okay. And I have no symptoms at all. Now, yes, Dave and Dom got vaccinated, and they both caught Omicron anyway. Naomi and I haven't been vaccinated, but I've had original COVID and the Delta variant, and Naomi's had just the Delta variant. And now Naomi has some symptoms of Omicron, and I have no symptoms of Omicron. So it seems like this is just anecdotal at this point, but it seems like it seems like natural immunity is better than the vaccines, at least the vaccines, 6 months or a year ago. Hey there, Massage for 25 PLNs. I haven't watched any video about this Jack Murphy. I assume it was some witch hunting drama, but it still drags on. Is that drama worth catching up? I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet myself. People have sent me information, but I haven't haven't had a chance to look into it, so I don't know. But thank you for the donation. Giga Chad for $5. Yeah. I'm dealing with the masculine urge to commit whimsical acts of mischief and then scurry away barefoot down a cobblestone path, laughing maniacally. That reminds me, actually, Giga Chad. It was a faked article, unfortunately. I was going to feature it today, but it was a faked article. But it said Florida boy outruns entire police department after stealing police flag. Trickovic 15. I'm sure. Just DM me on Discord, Trickovic. I'm sure I'll get to the DM eventually. Yeah, China's ridiculous. Here's how China handled COVID better. They lied about every single fucking number that came out. Florida boy, Florida man must be so proud. Well, there were two variations of the meme. The first one was like Palpatine knighting Anakin. And so it was like Florida man to Florida boy. And the second one was the scout from TF2 running away with the flag. And the scout music from Meet the Scout was playing. Both pretty good memes. But unfortunately, it was a fake article. God damn it. Let's see now. Yeah, the whole thing, trust China's numbers. Yeah, they got to 90,000 cases of original COVID and then it just stopped reporting. I guess they stopped the spread. Fucking morons, dude. The honest truth is, I actually see this COVID shit ending relatively soon because Omicron is so mild and the vaccines are doing nothing and most people aren't actually getting hospitalized. So I have a feeling that Omicron will be what ends this. We're all going to catch it. We're all going to get immune. Unfortunately, some people will die, but that is how it goes with every single virus that ever shows up. And once that happens, the virus, the lockdowns and stuff will be they'll be so unnecessary that even normies will oppose them. And when that happens, they're gonna lose all political support. I've seen the camps in Australia. Australia's fucking bullshit right now. Canada's bad, but it's not that bad. China's doing alright, at least here in Hong Kong. Yeah, as you get fucking butt raped by the CCP. The lockdown was probably a mistake. I think so, yeah. Deltacron variant? Hold on. That can't be a real fucking... Deltacron. Cyprus detects new Deltacron COVID variant 2 days ago. Cyprus identifies Deltacron COVID strain but says unlikely to spread far. Oh, it's just like a merger of Delta and Omicron? This is some stupidity. Like, fuck off, guys. Jesus, Deltacron. Okay. We should probably start the news soon, eh? We should probably start the news soon. Here, just give me a second, though, because I gotta do something first. Naomi! Yeah? Come here. Why? Because I need you. Something stupid, I'm sure. Yes, it is something stupid. I really gotta go to the washroom. I'm gonna be like 5 minutes in there. So can you talk to the stream while I'm off? Why? Just because. I'll be back, guys. Okay. Here, sit down. Don't drink my coffee.
Well, your coffee's gross anyway. Hey guys, what's up? I am here, being probably a terrible host and drinking Dev's coffee. Bleh. It's not great. Thanks for the $2, Crazy Loon. It's been a while since you caught a weekly sip because Dev's always late. Hey, Helios. Hi, guys. Yes, Naomi is I moan backwards, and if you actually look in a mirror, it's pretty much also I moan. Which is ridiculous. Hey, Dragon Fat Deposits. How's it going, girl? Are you Big Dro? Well, good. I'm glad. What? Don't abandon us for Styx? Styx isn't as good as Dev being a retard. Thank you. What are Dev's kinks, Naomi? Guys, you already know them all. If you don't know Dev's kinks, that means you have to visit the Game Boomer streams more often because it's a tell-all there. I am feeling slightly better, Tidge. Thank you. For all of you, I'm sure you know at this point, I got the coof, except I don't actually have a cough, which is kind of nice. My throat's just super sore and my chest is kind of congested, and yeah. I have a feeling that, Dave, Dev, and Dom will probably be playing Donkey Kong Jungle Beat at some point in the future. I don't know when that's going to be, but I have heard that they are actually going to play it. Also, thank you for the $10. Big trap influence on modern society, yeah. Does Dev have a food kink? No. He's just fat. He, I guess technically has a food kink for himself because he likes to eat so much. But other than that, no. You know, I do actually sleep on my stomach all the time. Maybe that's why I'm not as congested as I could be, but yeah. Well, Trickovec, Dev usually shows me the pictures of all the trannies he drools over, so. Is Dev a feeder? No. We are both just fat. It's fine. How long is Dev's breakfast? Actually, we both only eat avocado toast for breakfast, and then we'll just have something else during the day for lunch and dinner, because I explained that super well. Not super strongly. Do I disagree with anything with Dev that's political? Because I can speak the English language. No.
You agree with all my political opinions?
No, I think there was one that we fought about once, and I don't remember what it was at this point.
There's probably something you were wrong about.
Fuck you. I'm leaving. I am now insulted.
Hey, don't. Hey.
Hey.
Ow.
Hey.
You know what?
Stop. Bye, guys. Ow, 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 ow.
Okay, I'm back. Oh. So what was Naomi like? Avocado toast unsubbed. I guess I missed something, eh? Why does Dev sound so girlish? I transitioned. Does Dev have a food kink? Does someone actually donate that? I swear to fucking God. Oh, there's a $10. When are you going to play the best spin-off game, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat? I'll perform the Ultimate Goon if you decide to play it. Play as gorillas fighting other gorillas. Definitely on the short list, because we haven't played a Donkey Kong. We played Donkey Kong 64, and I think Jungle Beat is the next one on Game Boomers. So thank you. We are going to play it. You stink. Bring back Naomi. She needs to get based. She said you're a fat tard. She bagged on you the entire time. Oh, I see. She has a witch laugh? Yeah, I know that. I should quit and make this the short Nooms Otaku channel. Thanks, guys. You fucks. Oh. Put your woman back on. She's more interesting. You're fuck. Okay. Do you guys want to get to the news? Here, Tidge. I'm just going to lick the coffee, okay? Medi Talks. Well, thanks for enjoying the channel, man. Kick Dev. All right. Let's get to the news. Because why not? Naomi, for Christmas a couple years ago, got a copy of Ni no Kuni Remastered. Haven't played it yet, though, but we should. Crazy Loon for $5. Thank you. Dev, look at Spooning and Spooning. I found it funny, especially the one with Critic and Joe. Yeah, like there was something to it, right? Yeah. Time to chill. If you want to join the $5 club in my Discord, which is a secret channel, you have to give a $5 monthly recurring tip. It has to be recurring through one of the automated sources so that the bot can put you in. Patreon, Subscribestar, the YouTube memberships button on this channel, or the Twitch sub button over on my gaming channel, Game Boomers. If you send 100 USD to the PayPal, and then you send us, me or my mods or Naomi or whoever, you send us the receipt on Discord, we will put you into the $5 club for life. And of course, you can send packages to the P.O. Box. There's the P.O. Box on screen. Once we have 5 packages here, I will open them on the stream. So, bring back Naomi Tubbs. Fuck off. All right, it's 7 minutes to midnight here, Mark. Are you in Australia? Have fun, man. Let's go. If anyone uses Chrome, you might want to reload return YouTube dislike manually. It looks like Chrome shut it down. Oh, thank you, Wes. I made a big fucking mistake regarding Wes recently. Wes, I thought this whole time, for years, I thought you were the guy that we interviewed for the Channel Awesome thing years and years and years ago. I thought that was you. I thought that's how I met you. How did I actually come to know you, Wes? I thought that was you. Okay. I'm going to go to YouTube and see if that's true, though, real quick. Okay, we'll go to the Archcast. I can still see dislikes on mine. Maybe because I'm using Brave and not Chrome. They stopped the API. Swifster, that guy sounds like an idiot. You're sorry? No, he didn't. Nothing to apologize for. It's just, I'm just surprised. You know? Okay. Chrome extensions. Everyone, go do this right now. You're all contractually obligated to do this. Chrome extensions. Go to restore YouTube dislikes and either install that shit or uninstall it and then reinstall it. Remove, add. Ba-da-ba. Done. Xerxes for $5. Thank you. Take this. Have a good sip as work is going to drown me alive. I can't stick around to listen. Take care, Dev. See you later, man. Good luck at work. I reloaded it and it works again. Nice. Abandon Chrome, use Brave. Yeah. Jason, thanks for joining the $5 club. Appreciate it. Gonna play Subatomic Tensei 5. I still don't know anything about 1 to 4. I do like the femboy, though. Yoro. Thank you, by the way. Okay, that's enough screwing around. You want to get right to it? It's time for us to get right to it. Where's the thing? Fucking Deltacron, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's begin. Let's start today off with some feels. You guys want to feel something? Ready for feels? Hey, hi. Remember me? I'm Christopher from high school. She replies, sex chat $50, phone sex $80, video sex $150, nudes without face $80, nudes with face $100. Damn. You were my crush. Oh, well then, 20% discount. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh my God. Jesus. You're crushing on the wrong girl, dude. That's a fucking F right there. And actually, let me just... Here. Here's a related thing. Okay. Jesus, too big. He blocked me on everything for 3 years and just DM'd me asking for my number. So I gave it to him only for him to laugh, react, and reblock me. Man, women are just... They're just fucking taking L's left and right now. I'm so happy to be out of the dating game. Like, Naomi's great. I don't know if you guys noticed. But she's amazing. Here, let's give you some alternate feels, okay? Some opposite feels. Here we go. 13-year-old boy uses his Make-A-Wish to feed the homeless for a year. Wow. That's amazing. Instead of getting the latest video game system or meeting a celebrity, a 13-year-old boy who was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness last year has used his Make-A-Wish opportunity to help the homeless in his community. According to WLBT, I guess it's like a local news, the pair have a history of providing food to the needy every month, and they recently got added help from the Make-A-Wish Foundation after he was diagnosed with a rare disease, aplastic anemia, in 2020. The condition causes the body to stop producing enough new blood cells, leaving patients fatigued and more prone to infection and uncontrolled bleeding. He later underwent a successful bone marrow transplant and found out he qualified to have one of his dreams fulfilled through Make-A-Wish. And here he is, Abraham's table. He's just giving out food, man. I remember we were coming home from one of his doctor's appointments, and he said, "Mom, I thought about it, and I really want to feed the homeless." He said, "Are you sure, Abraham? You could do a lot. You sure you don't want a PlayStation?" So, he fed around 80 people around Jackson in September. When the homeless people get the plate, some of them would come back and sing to us and thank us. And it just really feels good. It warms our hearts. And my parents always taught us that it's a blessing to be a blessing. Not only that, but Make-A-Wish said they would help Abraham feed the homeless in Jackson every third Saturday until August 2022, ensuring that he can help even more people in need. Yeah, something given has no value, but there's still value in charity, obviously. There is a reason why every religion calls people to charity if they can do it. But also, there's a reason why every religion makes that charity voluntary and doesn't want it strictly enforced by some kind of power. Those are two things that need to be balanced. Okay. Razer announces the Zephyr Pro RGB face mask. Jesus. This one features voice amplification, so your speech won't be muffled while wearing the mask. Dude, would you want one of these to ride out the rest of the pandemic with? Hold on, let's see this shit. Yeah. The Razer Zephyr Pro bears resemblance to the non-Pro variant, but the most significant change is that the Razer Zephyr Pro will offer voice amplification. I'm going to wear the gamer mask and shout every single slur that I can. It's for true gamers. Oh my God. The Pro model retails for $149.99. There's also a starter pack for $199.99, which bottles the Razer Zephyr Pro and 99 days worth of replaceable N95 filters. Wow. Just to sound like Bane. It's a gamer word amplifier. That's what it truly is. Ah, yes, this shit happened. Those of you guys wear it for epic Bane posting. Those of you guys probably know this, but or at least some of you guys. But this shit happened. I'll read all the super chats at the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for donating. Happy 130th birthday to the legend that started it all, J.R.R. Tolkien. And then here's the Tolkien Society. Do you have permission to use that image? Like, what a soulless fucking asshole, dude. Why do they need permission to pay tribute to a historical and beloved person? I found this picture on several sites. Was it supposed to be kept a secret? Would you be able to provide us with those sites as well, please? Use Google like the rest of us do. Like the rest of us peons do. Didn't know you were the JRRT police. This is a huge world and the internet is a big place. Protecting one photo of a loved figure will take a lifetime. Is it copyrighted? Please show us that. The Tolkien Society says, it's our photo and we own the copyright, which we bought for £18,000 at auction. This is fucking pathetic, dude. And look at these quote tweets. Look at the fucking ratio on this shit. Yeah, it's the Tolkien NFT. Of course they are. They are blocked as fuck. Or sorry, locked as fuck. You guys are fucking assholes. Schoolgirl. Teenager. The girl who was paralyzed twice. Teenager, 16, who overcame a rare neurological disorder is left unable to walk for a second time after being injured in a car crash on the day of her final physio. That's some fucking bad luck, dude. Oh my god. A teenager who overcame a rare neurological disorder to learn how to walk again has been left paralyzed for a second time after being hit by a car. She was forced to complete a grueling 7-month rehab program after a bang to the head in July saw her diagnosed with functional neurological disorder. The condition had robbed her of her ability to walk. And she spent £14,500 to get back on her feet. Just 3 weeks ago, the teenager's dreams came true as she was finally discharged from her treatment, with a video taken moments after her last appointment, showing her excitedly running up and down stairs for the first time in nearly 8 months. However, that night, a cruel twist of fate saw the car she was traveling in with her mother, sister, and 2 friends plowed into on the M60 as they made their way home. The impact of the crash and another bang to the head has caused the symptoms of her FND to return worse than before, leaving her bedbound with the strength of a newborn baby, partially paralyzed and unable to sit up. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, I hate to laugh because, like, you get paralyzed twice. Like, that's awful. That's fucking awful. But there is, like, a dark comedy here, isn't there? Just a little bit. Jesus. Like, that's rough. Oh my god. All right. This came from my friend, Singing Reaper. Don't bothering her or following her on the internet because she is a socialist. She's like one of 3 decent socialists that I know. The rest of them are all fucking garbage. But hey, I like to talk to friendly people, so I'll talk to a friendly socialist. But anyway, do you think Toby envisioned anything close to this when he made an Earthbound ROM hack in 2008? Check this out. We have Megalovania being performed in front of the Pope. Why? The Pope's just sitting there listening to this shit. We live in a timeline where the Pope has heard Megalovania. Matt Pat did it. All right, that's enough of that. I don't need to see the rest. Yeah, this is like school band level shit. It's not that good. But holy fuck. Okay. You need to see and hear the Virginia elected officials set forth their plan to burn books they oppose, one of which the American Library Association named a best book for young adults. This nation's march toward fascism is turning into a full sprint. All right, let's see.
I think those books, I don't want to even see them. Like, I think they should be thrown in a fire.
People. I'm sure we've got hundreds of people out there that would like to see those books before we burn them. But just so we can identify within our community that we are eradicating this bad stuff.
I think those books, I don't want to.
Yep. I did a video on this a few months ago where I talked about how these people are now burning books the way that the original fascists did and the original Nazis did. Yeah. The left would eventually get here, yes. The alt racer. Did you hear Sam Hyde had Tim Pool swatted? I heard the meme, buddy. Yeah, I don't even know what books they're talking about. Rabhi Abu Smail, who says these books should be thrown in a fire, is 24 years old and Lebanese. It's not old white men leading the fascist takeover of our public institutions. Jesus. Speaking of people wanting books to be burned, Sarah Silverman compares Harry Potter, a story for children about wizards and magic, to anti-Semitic Nazi propaganda. Okay, we gotta see this shit.
How am I to pay for all this? I haven't any money.
Dude, I just realized that Sarah Silverman has more production value on her stream than I have on mine. But to be fair, I have more production value on my gaming channel than she has on hers. So fuck her.
Well, there's your money, Harry. Gringotts, the Wizard Bank. Take no safer place. Not one. Except perhaps Hogwarts.
Okay, they're walking into the bank. Now they're in the bank. And oh my God, just a row of hook-nosed propaganda Jews built.
Wait. Sarah, when you see this, do you see a Jewish person? I don't. I see a fucking fantasy creature.
For real life. Everything you've seen in Nazi propaganda of the Juden pictures are brought to life in this wizarding world. And it's the 20-year anniversary, and this is just coming up. Nobody fucking cares.
It's just coming up because nobody actually saw this 20 years ago. They're just mad right now because of the whole J.K. Rowling turf thing. So they're trying to find every possible angle of attack they can. They're just fucking goblins. You moron.
The hashtag Jews don't count. Please read it. I mean, Marona me. It's so horrifyingly blatant. It's like that thing where you just giggle, but you're it's mostly nervousness or fear. You know, like when you just like go, oh my God. Holy fucking shit. Wow. So there you go. That was my morning.
Did you feel that way 20 years ago? Or is this all just fucking manufactured? It's 'cause Santa Inc. flopped. Yeah, probably. Siri, look up Sarah Silverman blackface catalog. It's 'cause Jon Stewart brought it up. Oh, fucking Jon Stewart. He was legitimately funny like 10 years ago, but fuck, they've all turned into losers. All right, what's this one? Oh, holy fuck. Holy shit. Check this out. Okay. Oh my God. Jesus. Look at the rock fall. Holy fuck. Like, the cliff just collapses. Like, did it land on this boat here? No, stop. Don't play it. Don't play it. Stop. God damn it. I'm muting it. Okay. I want to see. Did it, like, land on that blue top boat right here? I'm circling it with my mouse. No, it didn't. Maybe it did. Oh, close. Yeah, that one was... This one's kind of getting away. This one was very close. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. 6 dead, 20 missing. Fuck. Like, these guys are getting away. They're gonna like speed away like an action movie. These guys are getting away. These people here, who knows? Look at it. Yeah, that boat's fucked. Look at it now. Holy shit. Yeah, there's the boat. It's just in the sky. Jesus. Fuck, dude. Holy shit. Part of canyon collapses onto boats in southeast Brazil. At least 1 dead, 15 injured. You guys say now it's up to 7? 9? Jesus Christ. Different point of view. Okay, we got to see this point of view here. Nope. Let's go. There it goes. Holy fuck. Oh yeah, they're fucked back there.
Calma, calma, calma. Vai embora, vai embora.
Jesus Christ. Official toll for the cliff collapse is 7 dead, 3 missing. Thanks, Fox in Space. Holy shit, dude. Wow. Man. It seems like they probably like at this point the collapse is done, but they're still all rushing away. They're probably thinking like there's more collapsing to come. And they're like, oh my God, we got to get out of here. But there's only one collapse. Fucking hell. Is it possible to be unluckier than this? Something that was standing for tens, if not hundreds of thousands of years until it fell and you were lucky enough to be under it. The world is only 7,000 years old max. Wait, who the fuck is this idiot? Okay. All right, Internet. All right. Jesus. Escaping a tsunami? Yeah. All right. Man too drunk to have his mugshot taken has his head held up by the cops. Look at this fucking guy. He looks slightly like Dankula, kinda. Most people hang their heads in shame, but apparently worse for wear Sean Payne had to have his forcibly held up by cops because he was allegedly so drunk. The 35-year-old Texan appeared to be propped up against a wall so his photo could be taken. He had been arrested for public intoxication outside Shamrock's bar in Humble. Employees at the Irish bar had phoned police about his alleged drunken behavior. Visitors to the bar on the night in question had enjoyed the big ass beer promo with beers and shots under $3, and he was charged with public intoxication. Look at this fucking guy. $3 beers. This is what it'll do to you. Racist against Texans. Okay, what's next? Woman swaps out roommate's food with vegan alternatives. Ends up charged with a felony. Oh, God. A woman claims that she has pressed charges against her roommate after she switched her typical food out with vegan alternatives, leading to disastrous consequences. The author of the story says she's looking for a replacement roommate after one of hers moved out. She said she met a girl named Erin who said she was vegetarian, but that wasn't a problem if her roommates weren't. A day after she moved in, Erin apparently said she wanted to do something nice, and she cooked pancakes, bacon strips, and hash browns. The woman says she had some severe allergies, but didn't mention them when she asked what was in the food. She told me it was regular bacon, not that it was fake bacon or that it had soy. After she says she took a few bites, something tasted off, Erin apparently revealed the switch. At this point, she does a ta-da and smugly told us, "I bet it tastes exactly like meat." She then began panicking because she is highly allergic to soy. Erin began apologizing, but she was already going into anaphylactic shock. Throat closing up, dizziness, the works. My best friend freaks out and calls an ambulance. I had to stay in the hospital for 2 days. The cost of her stay was expensive, and she filed a complaint with the police because food tampering is a felony. Food tampering laws vary state from state. However, according to the Department of Justice, to be convicted of food tampering, it must be done with reckless disregard for the risk that the other person will be placed in danger of death or bodily injury. The woman says that her friend had luckily filmed the incident, and Erin had to plead guilty to a low-degree felony, receiving community service instead of jail time. She adds that she also ended up suing Erin for compensation for her hospital fees, and won that case as well, leading Erin to have her college scholarship cancelled and go into debt. She specifically asked that she initially asked her directly to pay for her hospital bill, but Erin refused. I know she's an asshole for lying about food. I want to know whether I'm an asshole for everything that I did after. Because bottom line is, I basically screwed a person's life because they put wrong ingredients on breakfast that they made only to do something nice. Whew. That's what you get for force-feeding people soy. Yeah, soy is a pretty common allergy. Everyone's like, soy, 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 soy. And it's like, fuck off, guys. Jesus. Sucks to suck. What's next? 3 California men arrested for illegal sale of avocados, totaling more than $300,000. We got illegal avocado rings going now, guys. 3 men were arrested on suspicion of selling avocados illegally, causing a Ventura County business to lose more than $300,000. Deputies arrested the suspects Wednesday after serving search warrants at their workplace, at a produce facility, and at their homes. Detectives said the warrants resulted in the arrest of the men who were identified as 38-year-old, okay, whatever, just people. An investigation began in late May, authorities said, over allegations that the employees at the Mission Produce facility were conducting unauthorized cash sale of avocados. Detectives obtained evidence that confirmed the claims. The illegal sales may have been happening for several months. The estimates the value of the stolen produce to be more than $300,000. All right. Authorities believe the suspects sold the avocados to customers who thought they were paying the company. Nikado is the ringleader. All right. Brendan Fraser fought back tears after learning everyone online is rooting for him to succeed. Oh. I do see the resemblance now. Everyone says that that Lance of the Surfs looks like him. I can see it. During a virtual meet and greet with the cosplayer Lindley Key, Fraser opened up about one of his coming projects, the Martin Scorsese film Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm going to work with Scorsese and Leo and Bob De Niro. After Kay congratulated him on the new film, the George of the Jungle star said he was a little anxious. I might be sick, Fraser joked, pretending to bite his nails. You got this, Key told Fraser. Just know that the internet is so behind you. We're so supportive. There's so many people out there who love you and we're rooting for you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Fraser then got a little teary-eyed before taking a sip of water to regain his composure. Oh, that's nice. The clip, which now has more than 400,000 likes on TikTok, ended with the actor tipping his cowboy hat to Key and saying, "Shucks, ma'am." And yeah, I mean, I do wondering where the fuck this guy went after the 90s. That's a shame. But he's coming back. People do actually love him quite a bit. So, good for Brendan Fraser. Mother deletes 14-year-old influencer daughter's social media account with 1.7 million followers because it's not healthy to judge yourself on online feedback. That's the daughter. That's the mother. I almost couldn't tell for a second. Jesus fucking Christ. The mother of a 14-year-old influencer in Brazil has taken a drastic step and deleted her daughter's social media accounts after describing TikTok and Instagram as unhealthy. Mother Fernanda Rocha Canner said she did not want her daughter Valentina judging herself on online feedback. Valentina had 1.7 million followers on her TikTok and Instagram accounts. Fernanda said the role of mother was not to be your buddy, but admitted Valentina would probably only realize that in hindsight. I don't think it's healthy even for an adult, and much less for a teenager, to base her self-discovery on online feedback. Yeah. Based mom. And yet, you know what? The mom's still pretty hot. Like, damn. Fernanda told Fantastico, it's hard enough for you to find out who you are at 14 years old. When there are 2 million you've never even seen in your life thinking they know you, it's even more dangerous. It's easier to lose yourself. Fernanda said she knew it was time to delete her daughter's accounts. When I logged in, I'd see 30 identical selfies and little dances that anyone can do. Her decision was radical but necessary. Okay. She did not want Valentina to grow up believing she's this character. I don't want her advertising flammable polyester clothing made in China. I don't want my brilliant daughter doing her daily dances like a trained baboon. It's a sad generation for which this counts as fame. She received praise from other mothers for her actions, while other teenagers described her as possessive. Nina told Fantastico of her mum's decision to delete her account. I obviously wasn't very happy. I got quite angry. She is now unsure when or if she'll return to social media. And yeah, millions of people aren't following a 14-year-old girl for things she has to say. That's true. That's true. Like, she's a pretty attractive girl for a 14-year-old. But this is the girl that, like, all the 14-year-olds in her class, all the 14-year-old guys have a crush on. A bunch of those millions are going to be, like, teenage guys who are just like, yeah, dude. And a few of them are going to be probably some weird fucking pedos. So this is not... No one's following her for her takes on fucking anything, dude. Okay. This was what I talked about on Arch's channel yesterday. This is botsentinel.com. All right? And when you install this, it scans Twitter accounts and gives you a score of normal, satisfactory, disruptive, or problematic. It is basically where Shinigami Eyes is used only for trans issues, this is used for all manner of what they call toxic behavior, ranging from slurs or bad anti-progressive takes, or alternatively, also like behavior that makes you look like a bot or like a fake account. All right. So it's kind of fun to install this because this actually isn't used as widely as Shinigami Eyes. So there are a bunch of really problematic Shinigami Eyes accounts, but they're still like normal on this reader. I have them both installed because it's just funny to see how dumb this shit is. It's problematic based. I mean, a lot of the time, yeah. Don't fall for its cuteness. Growlithe is a cop. Growlithe is a pig who will rat you out. Everyone loves Growlithe, right? The heckin' cute pupper of Gen 1. Growlithe is the pre-evolution of Arcanine, one of the most popular Pokemon ever, and allegedly at one time in Red and Blue's development, set to be a legendary. While certain species have gotten a raw deal in Pokemon, there's been no fish starters, there's been no turkey Pokemon, dog-based Pokemon have been consistently featured, and a large part of that is down to the series chasing the high of Growlithe. No matter how much you love it, Growlithe is, and always has been, a stone-cold cop. I know it looks cute. I know you just want to stroke its fur and pat its head and boop its little snoot. It's still a cop. In the fast-approaching Pokemon Legends Arceus, Growlithe will be getting a new Hisuian variant, as Pokemon continues to use regional variants to reinvent old Pokemon in a fresh light. It's unclear how this will work with Arceus being set in the past, and any copness aside, I'm not sure Growlithe is the best choice. We have enough Gen 1 variants already, and Growlithe isn't a forgotten one in need of greater attention. That doesn't matter, though. I know Pokemon fans, and this is a shiny new thing, so we'll get excited about it and buy a bajillion copies anyway. Just remember that when you head out into the wide but not quite open world with your trusty Serena by your side to catch your Hisuian Growlithe, the dog you catch will always be a pig. Growlithe is a cop, and don't you forget it. There are a wide variety of Pokemon trainers across the games. I've often bemoaned the boring stock avatars we play as, while the rest of the world is filled with jugglers and fire breathers. Some of these characters have become known for certain Pokemon. Hikers almost always have Geodude. Fishers have Magikarp. Pokefans have Pikachu. And police officers? Police officers always have Growlithe. Police officers have been in 8 different sets of games now, and in 6 of them the cops have ran Growlithe teams. In Diamond and Pearl and its remake Platinum, cops use Hoot and Machop. Machop I get, since cops are often very small men who want to hit things in order to make themselves feel big. But Hoot? Well, I suppose owls do prey on unsuspecting victims under the cover of darkness and rule through fear. If that mouse had simply complied. Yeah, you know what? I get it now. Carry on, officer. I thought Hoot was... I thought, like, owls were always considered to be, like, a surveillance animal because they can see in the dark, and that's why owls are related to cops a lot. I thought that was the case. Growlithe, the ever-loyal police dog, is right back in the next installment as a buddy for Officer Dirk and Officer Keith. Definitely extremely cool dudes. And has been by the side of its blue masters ever since. Of course, no Pokemon is born evil, just as police dogs in the real world couldn't be very good boys if they hadn't trained to be coppers. But this is a pattern of behavior for Growlithe. When it's not with Officer Bert, it's been known to hang around with gentlemen. That's not as debonair as it sounds, though. Most gentlemen are stuffy old men who relish the authority of the good old days and want kids to get off their lawns. They also notice with some disdain that the children on their lawns aren't even white anymore. Jesus fucking Christ. A few of the gentleman iterations are much sweeter and more jolly, but the Hawaiian shirt-wearing gentlemen of Sun and Moon and the cheeky fashionistas of Sword and Shield don't run Growlithe teams. These old guys are cool, and they don't fuck with the cops. So they don't fuck with Growlithe, because Growlithe is a cop. This might seem stupid and frivolous, but it's not. How many times have you seen videos of cops pulling someone over just to give them an ice cream? LOL, abuse of power is so totally random, bestie. Co-opting Growlithe, one of the most popular Pokemon, into McGruff the crime dog, is just one of many, many forms of copaganda in our media. Don't fall for it. Be gay, do crime. Next time you're ruffling your adorable little pupper's hair, just check it's not rifling through your pockets, so it can grass you up for an ounce of stardust. Like, I didn't even need to add anything to how fucking dumb this was. I just needed to fucking read it. Yeah, they used Be Gay, Do Crime unironically. This isn't actually satire. This is written by Stacey Henley. Let's see what else Stacey Henley has written. Look at her. Jesus Christ, hold on. Guys, look at this woman. Do you think this is satire? Is that what you're thinking? You thinking it's satire? She's the editor-in-chief at The Gamer and can be often found journeying to the edge of the earth, but only in video games. Find her on Twitter at 5Tacy. Let's do a little search for 5Tacy. Oh, look. There's a trans flag. There's a she, her. Oh, yeah, she got promoted to editor-in-chief, and she's running the site into the ground. Of course she is. Yeah, man. Nope, it's all just woke garbage on her Twitter account. To be fair, there was definitely some, like, there's some articles here that are actually about games. Like, why is Pokemon Cart not a thing yet? Okay, fair enough, you know? Magic of Kingdom Hearts was actually good. Okay, I don't like that game either. If you put NFTs in Life is Strange, I will not be responsible for my own actions. Cope about it. Elmo, Twitter's first viral star of 2022 is all of us. Why is this on a site called thegamer.com? Yeah, see, there's actually like, it's like half and half. Articles about games and articles about woke shit. That seems to be the difference here. Unlike most people who are just like 100% subversive, she's only 50% subversive. All right. All right, dude. Fuck this person. Vegan mum fighting off coronavirus by drinking boyfriend's sperm smoothies. That's how you do it, guys. Forget about the vaccines. Drink the cum, bigot. A mum of 2 claims she is fighting off coronavirus by drinking sperm smoothies. Tracy Kiss, 32, reckons that drinking fruit smoothies with a shot of semen have boosted her immune system and urges others to do the same, and claims the unusual combination will help stop her from contracting coronavirus. She insists she hasn't had a cold or flu in 3 years when she began drinking sperm. Sip, 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 sip. I'm out of coffee, guys. Can't do any more sips. Tracy has shared her home remedy in a bid to help others boost their immune system and fight off the deadly virus. The personal trainer drinks either a shot of sperm or a smoothie containing her boyfriend's semen at least 3 times a week. I found a free and vegan-friendly alternative to boost the body's immune system. You don't always know what's in pharmaceutical medicine. It's much better for the body to drink something that doesn't contain chemicals. It isn't much different to a mother breastfeeding her newborn to give them the nutrients they need. It isn't for everyone, but it's packed full of vitamins and I haven't had a cold or flu ever since drinking it in 2017. I also put it on my face to clear out my skin. Okay, this is like a porn joke. Like, I'm sure we've all seen porns, more back in the day than nowadays, where the girls would want facials to clear up their skin because it was good for their skin. That was always the fucking, that was the joke line in the porn. It actually is vegan because humans can consent and animals can't. So it is vegan. It is best to consume semen as close to production as possible to get the most nutrients and benefits, but I often store it in the freezer in an ice cube tray as my partner, who does not wish to be named, and I are in a long-distance relationship. The quantity depends on how hydrated my boyfriend is on the day. I sometimes have a shot or disguise the taste in a smoothie with fresh berries and bananas. I am strictly looking at this from a health perspective. Are you sure? Wait a minute. I can get a blowjob 3 times a week. I think a lot of people try new ways to boost their immune system when they start presenting symptoms, but then it's too late. You must make the immune system strong prior to an illness to ensure you can fight it off. Tracy believes semen consumption will prevent coronavirus as she leads an active, healthy lifestyle, and the supplement has helped her immune system. Oh my God. The smoothies aren't any different to drinking honey and lemon water when you have a sore throat. It is just another natural remedy, but completely free. You don't even have to have a partner. You could just ask a male friend who's healthy. Most people think I'm joking because it seems too good to be true, that I'm being so open about a taboo subject, but I'm not. I am going against society's norm to educate and help people who are missing out on nutrients. I want to make a difference, which is why I'm sharing this home remedy. What do you guys think? Would you? Would you? This is fucking weird, dude. Hey, Tracy, why are your ice cubes white? All right. All right. Yes. You guys heard about this, right? They're going to make a new season of the 90s X-Men cartoon called X-Men 97, coming in 2023 on Disney Plus. The supervising director is named Jake Castorena. Okay? Do you want to see what Jake Castorena is like? I don't have to do shit to make racists feel better about being racist. Quality tweet. Just to be clear, unifying the nation does not mean placating racists, misogynists, or homophobes. Important. Racism doesn't take a day off. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Hashtag No Justice, No Peace. Are we there yet? Or are we great yet? Hashtag Defund the Police. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Hashtag George Floyd. Hashtag ACAB. It's 2018. No, wait. It's 2018. We should be living in and celebrating diversity and growth, not still talking about it in future tense. Rad tweet brought to you by some rad facts. Hashtag impeach Trump. Hashtag Cheeto. Hashtag 25th Amendment now. Hashtag this fool sucks. Fuck Trump. He's still ya boy. Fuck you too. Dev, I will make you hurt. He retweeted the Faye Valentine debacle from the Cowboy Bebop thing. He retweeted racist Star Wars fans deeply disappoint me. Racist Star Trek fans confuse the hell out of me. He retweeted, since bigots are mad about Kelly Marie Tran's role in the new Star Wars, we're going to teach them a lesson with our own new trailer. That's from Colbert. So, this is the person who's running. Yep. Supervising director at Marvel Studios on X-Men 97, living in Burbank, California. That's who this guy is. Just like how it came out like a month ago that the person who's doing the writing for the Knights of the Old Republic remake, she's woke as fuck and she actually doesn't like the source material. They will co-opt everything. They will turn it to shit, and the only thing you can do about it is not watch it, or I guess pirate it. You know, I haven't paid for any of this garbage. I pirated these games. I've pirated these movies. I've pirated these shows. I will keep pirating them. I will not give these people a red fucking cent. Yes, I am openly saying you should pirate. Trans UPenn swimmer Leah Thomas is crushed twice in Ivy League women's swim meet by Yale competitor Isaac Hennig, who is transitioning from female to male. What? Hold on. Leah Thomas is trans and is swimming in the women's competition. So she's probably male to female. But she's competing against another trans person who is Isaac Hennig, who is going from female to male. So if we're talking just pure biology, you've got a male who is taking female hormones to transition to be a woman, competing with cis women, and getting destroyed by a female who is taking male hormones to transition to become a man. Leah is MTF, Isaac is FTM. Oh, okay. Transgender University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas was crushed twice in women's swim meet by another transgender competitor who was transitioning from female to male. First in the 100-yard freestyle, and then again in the 400-yard freestyle. Competing against Ivy League rivals Dartmouth and Yale, Thomas won first of her 4 races by just 2 seconds. 1 month after she shattered 2 women's records with a 38-second margin against her closest competitor. She also narrowly won the 500-yard freestyle by a second, with bystanders telling DailyMail.com she seemed to be coasting and barely trying. But stunned parents at the meet, held at UPenn's pool in Philadelphia, gasped as Yale swimmer Isaac Hennig easily beat out his opponents in the women's 100-yard freestyle with a time of 49.57 seconds. Thomas finished fifth with a time of 50.84 seconds. Hennig, a 20-year-old from Palo Alto, California, has delayed hormone treatments to finish his career on Yale's women's team as he transitions from female to male. So wait. This person, Isaac Hennig, is not even taking hormones? So why are they why are people complaining? Like, if the logic is that if you okay, I don't agree with the logic, but if the logic is you should compete with the gender that you transitioned into, so you have a male who has taken female hormones, transitioned to become a woman, the estrogen has made them weaker as a result, and so they should be competing with women. If you believe that, okay, then the inverse is when a female transitions to become a man and they take testosterone, then they should be competing against other men. But this person hasn't taken testosterone. They've delayed the hormone treatments. So if you're complaining that it's not fair because this person identifies as male, what is the basis for your complaint? Yeah, the basis of their complaint is that they lost. That the Sigma male mindset won them the competition, exactly. Okay. Hennig also finished first in the 50-yard freestyle in a time. Okay. After the race, Hennig, who has had surgery to remove his breasts, pulled down the top of his swimsuit, shocking some parents at the meet. I wasn't prepared for that. Everything is messed up. I can't wrap my head around this. The NCAA needs to do something about this. They need to put science and decision in discussion. Another parent said, "A man just crushed the women's team." Yeah, a man not on hormones. Like, where was your... oh, my God. The problem with trans women competing against cis women in sports is the potential advantage that having male hormones in your system for a lot of your developmental life, that advantage gives... those hormones give trans women an advantage over cis women. Unless you start transitioning, like when puberty starts, that advantage is going to be there. So, no one that is the source of the unfairness in the sport. So when this person, who has stopped taking hormones, and identifies is biologically female, but identifies as a man, but isn't on hormones, competes against other women, in terms of the hormones, that is the fair option. And yet they're still saying, a man just crushed the women's team. This is exceptionally stupid. Even for the transness of it, this is exceptionally stupid. Good fucking God, dude. Like, this is ridiculous. It's not even the trans ideology that's the ridiculous part. It's the lack of obvious holding to a fucking standard. Like, when a biological male transitions to become a woman and then competes against cis women, it's completely fine. But when a biological female who wants to transition to be a man, but is not on the hormones, and so, in terms of fairness, it's right for this person to to compete against cis women. When they do that and win, suddenly it's, oh my God, there's so much. Men aren't allowed to win even if they're trans. Maybe. Like, it's... The amount that I have to wrap my brain around. It's so dumb. The complete lack of consistency in even their own rules is so dumb. Fucking hell, guys. Okay, what's next? Let's see what's next, guys. My mother walked out on me when I was 16 and moved in with 3 hot college guys. I never blamed her. Do you think this lady can get 3 hot college guys? What, did she just want to get, like, fucking made airtight? And she wanted that more than her family? My mom was a headstrong, independent woman. Of course she was. Who felt like she was dying in her suburban life. Just as the feminist movement was rising in revolutionary 1970s London, she undertook her first trailblazing move, walking out on me and my father when I turned 16 to move directly next door and live with 3 hot college guys. A week after my 16th birthday, my mother cornered me in the kitchen and said, "I've given your father and you 16 years of my life, and you're old enough to take care of the dog, your father, and yourself." I was caught in a ball of confusion and hurt, split down the middle, as I teetered between the convenience of her being next door and the inconvenience of watching her unapologetic abandonment each time I exited my home. I coped by compartmentalizing my life, my friendships, my school, my mom's new independent life, and my home life with Dad. My best friend's family home became my refuge, along with my friends at school. They normalized my teenage life, lifted my spirits, and never questioned nor shamed me. Forming independent bonds with my older siblings gave me a sense of family and helped me navigate my parents. Ultimately, music and dance were, and always will be, my salvation, a way to express myself, release the remnants of pain and stress, and feel joy and madness. So let's continue this fucking story. I never blamed my mother for leaving or her actions thereafter. I never held her accountable for her narcissism. It wasn't until a few years before she died that I found myself at a breaking point from the latest torrent of her maternal wrath. I saw a therapist who told me what your mother did was wrong. What she expected of a 16-year-old wasn't normal, and you don't need to make excuses for her. She left you, a child, to handle it on your own. She freed me of any shame and validated my newly chosen path. I listened to both sides of a story to have an open mind so I can navigate and flourish in the pure absurdity and beauty of life and people, while finally understanding that I can't fix everything and the importance of setting boundaries. Ultimately, our mothers are imperfect, but for all the pain mine caused, she also gave me the gifts of courage and acceptance. I always believed that I chose to be born to my mother. No, you didn't. Okay. I chose to be born to my mother so she could toughen me up for the world while encouraging me to think not just outside of the box, but way beyond it. I pass this down to my own children. Breaking the cycle of a toxic mother-daughter relationship is possible, but first you may have to look at the story from your mother's point of view. You don't need to look at the story from your mother's point of view when your mother abandoned you to go get gang fucked. All right? Hold on. She's the author of My Mother Next Door. It's unusual for a mother to walk out, leaving the father to bring up their 16-year-old daughter, and downright scandalous for said Irish Catholic mother to move into the house next door to start a new life with a bunch of hot male students at the age of 60. Jesus. I almost want to get this book just to see how fucking degenerate it is. Born to mother fucking shits on her dad, even though her dad was the one there for her. And she's and she's just like, I understand my mother. I understand the rampant thoughtery. All right. I'm fucking disappointed. Okay. Let's turn NFT into a racial slur against black people. I think we should do this for the following reasons. NFT starts with the letter N. NFTs are commonly associated with monkeys. Black people used to be traded as property. Finally, and most importantly, it would make all the people trying to get rich off of this shit, especially celebs and influencers, really fucking mad. Let's do it, bros. All right, 4chan. Start the op. 4chan started the op on the 5th of January. And by the 7th of January, are Bored Apes racist? Good job, guys. You sped run that one. Good job. 4chan at it again. There is an intermediary step between here that I couldn't find where I saw the 4chan flyer. They always make these these info posts where it's an image and it says stop, don't use the word NFT. It looks very social justicey, but it's clearly from 4chan. Undercover Detroit police attempt to arrest each other in embarrassing drug bust. A group of undercover Detroit police posing as drug dealers tried to arrest another group of undercover police posing as drug buyers in a mishap that resulted in a brawl between more than 24 armed officers. This is probably one of the most embarrassing things I've seen in this department, said the Detroit police chief. The incident occurred on November 9th. When 2 officers from Detroit's 12th precinct were posing as drug dealers in order to arrest buyers. 2 buyers did arrive to the drug house, but they were undercover police officers from Detroit's 11th district. The officers didn't know each other. More officers from the 11th district arrived to serve a search warrant, and that's when it started to go terribly wrong. Body camera footage shows the 2 groups of police officers yelling, shouting, and throwing punches at each other. They appeared to be like Keystone Cops, Craigs said, referring to the fictional police officers depicted in comedic silent films. Craig said an internal investigation has been launched to understand how the 2 precincts made the potentially fatal mistake. In 1986, 2 Detroit police officers were killed in a similar incident. Yeah, thank God no one got seriously hurt or even killed. A resident of the neighborhood where the police brawl occurred had a suggestion for the police. You gotta have more communication, I guess. What the fuck, guys? There's where your there's where the taxes are going, guys. Mother and daughter, this is the final article, by the way. This was just this thing again. Mother and daughter spend months in jail after cops mistake their tea for drugs. When Voon Pui Connie Chung and her daughter, San Yan Malani Lim, imported 25 kilograms of brown ginger tea into Australia this year, they intended to sell it at a marked up rate. The beverage is a well-known remedy for period pain in the woman's home country of Malaysia. All going to plan, they stood to make a profit of about 90 Australian dollars. But it didn't. Instead, heavily armed police officers raided Chong and Lim's home in southwest Sydney after the Australian Border Force intercepted the tea at the international airport and wrongly identified their contents as meth. The women were arrested and jailed for 4 months, despite the fact that the authorities were made aware of problems with their tests to use to identify the substance in the weeks and months following. Sydney's Downing local court heard that the ABF used a presumptive hazmat test to identify the imported product as phenmetrazine, an illegal stimulant drug commonly used for recreational purposes. Police subsequently confiscated the contents of the tea and replaced them with an inert substance, which was delivered to the woman's home and seized when authorities raided it the next day. The court also heard, however, that the presumptive test merely generated a spectrum of similar substances, and that the illicit drug was the fourth most likely behind sugar, sucrose, and powdered sugar. Mate, in a nutshell, we cannot take from this ABF result that the sample contains or does not contain phenmetrazine. A forensic operator from the Australian Federal Police wrote to Detective Senior Constable Tara Conaghan, the officer in charge of the investigation. She would need to have the sample tested independently to be sure. However, Connigan did not pass this information on to the women's defense team, nor did she inform them when she asked for forensic testing of the samples to be expedited. After another officer from AFP emailed her claiming that the laboratory results from 2 earlier seizures of similar products had determined that there were no prohibited substances detected. Chong and Lim were not bailed until 4 months later, and the charges against them were not withdrawn for another 4 months. When cross-examining Connigan, Chong's barrister, Steve Boland, asked her into why she didn't disclose the new information to the detainees sooner, to which she replied, because the drugs were still waiting to be completely tested. So what, they've got to sit it out in jail? Boland asked, and was met with silence. I'll assume that question is not going to be answered. Chong and Lim are now suing for costs, which the Commonwealth Director of Public Prosecutions have refused to pay. Wow. So, this person here, where's her name? The person in charge of the investigation, Tara Connigan. She receives information that it's just tea. It's not fucking drugs, it's just tea. And she's like, they can sit in jail for 4 months. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Yeah, time for fat settlement o'clock. All right, my friends, that is the end of the articles for today. As always, if you want to join the $5 club, you got to sub over at Patreon, Subscribestar, hit the YouTube memberships button, or hit the sub button over on my gaming channel, Game Boomers. If you send $100 USD to PayPal and then send me the receipt, you get into the $5 club for life. You may also snail mail me your packages to the P.O. box on screen, and I will open them during the stream. Now let's look at the super chats before we get out of here. Let's find the super chats. It always takes me a minute because I'm pretty bad at this. Doobity-doo-ba-ba. Supers. Okay, guys. Thanks for all the super chats today. I highly appreciate it. Let's read what's going on. Crazy Loon for $5. Thank you. I'm leaving you for 3 guys next door. It's okay, Mom. I will take a bunch of copium and make you hear my story. Satoshi for 50 NOKs. Get mind blown. All SJW takes are 4chan gay ops. Yeah, pretty much, to be honest. Oh, yes, everyone. Pinned in the chat are the gaming channels. Follow and sub to them, please. I would appreciate it. I'm there most evenings, so come say hi if you want to get more dev. Crazy Loon for $2. Gatekeep by force. Yes, tomorrow's video will be about gatekeeping. Crazy Loon for $2 again. Thank you. Yeah, why the ice cubes white? Yeah, I saw that one. Thanks. Jaso Havens, $5. Take the jab. Take the second jab. Take the third jab. 4. Take the nut. Okay, guys. How many of you would actually take the 6-month booster in perpetuity from now until you die if the government also guaranteed that hot fitness women would show up and just drain your balls daily because they want that COVID preventing semen? And that was the deal. They sign you up for the 6-month booster program, and then you get state mandated hot women's who they only want, they just ravenously want your cum. Would you make the trade-off? Yes, no. Crazy Loon. That is not vegan. Humans are animals too. The whole point of veganism is that animals can't consent to having their flesh eaten, but humans can. Tough choice. No. Many no's. Nice. I do intend to possibly do Game Boomers tonight because we missed last night. So I think I'll do a bonus stream tonight. I don't usually stream Sunday nights, but I might do one tonight. I'm definitely going to be on Game Boomers tomorrow night, though. Make sure you're there. How about the gays? Fine, guys can do it too. Many no's, a few yeses. Tits are temporary, the glory of Rome is eternal. Rift person for $2. Ghost and dragon types for life. My favorite Pokemon is Haunter. Based. Jasso Havens for $5. Gen 1 Lives Matter. Gen 1. Okay, you know what? I love, for different reasons, Gen 1 through 4. Gen 5's story is probably the best Pokemon story. Everything after that is just garbage. Crazy Loon for $2. Based mom. Daddist approved, I'm sure. Admiral Nelson for $5. After getting back to Arizona from Hawaii, I'm never wearing a mask again except in medical places. Yeah, I've never worn a mask except for once. I've worn a mask once to go to like a medical facility because it made sense for me there. Like, yes, you know, that is a place where you probably should be wearing masks. Even before the pandemic, frankly. But in regular life, no, never fucking wear a mask, dude. Fuck that shit. The Rift person for $5. Good God, we're sliding into the world of Fahrenheit 451. Yes. Crazy Loon, $5. The Switzer looks like he wants to drive them off with his halberd. The Pope looks like he is trying to get away. That cringe for $5. Hey Dev, have you seen this video that talks about the problem with Bushido in modern Japan? It's pretty interesting. It can be good for a vid. I have not seen it. You have to pass that along to me. Yorozuya asked about SMT5. I already answered that. And I think everything... Oh, fucking... Does Dev have a food kink? That was a question to Naomi. God damn it. I'm going to have to go back and see what the fuck Naomi said. Okay, guys. That is the end of the stream for today. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the tips. I really appreciate it. You guys keep the channel going, and I really appreciate it. Hit up the gaming channel. It's pinned in the chat right there. It's called Game Boomers, where me and my friends play video games. And I'll probably be there tonight. I'll definitely be there tomorrow night. And there will be a video on gatekeeping on the main channel tomorrow as well. So I will see you guys next time. Have a good day. I love you.